I'm scared.
You ready?
Is this your first podcast, Danny?
No, second, Laura.
Oh.
What's up, you guys? Random Stuff with Donovan and Lindsay. We are here on episode 8. We're getting there. This is season 2 with episode 8. This is a lot of episodes.
Hey, we're getting up there, baby.
And we are
What's going
here
on?
with SemiFiction.
Hell yeah.
We're here with Laura.
Yeah.
Braedon.
Okay.
There you go.
I was like, I didn't want to get it wrong.
Brandon.
Braedon.
Brandon. It's okay. I'll go by anything.
Bray.
Bray. Bray. Mix master if you're dirty.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So let's start out. How's your guys' day going?
Good, man. Just got off work, literally, and then headed here. So,
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
I'm caught up yet.
The adult life of working way too much and realizing that I want to do nothing but live in the woods.
Yeah.
Escape reality.
Oh, I just got my teenager job back at Vans, so.
That's what's up. Can you get me a discount?
Work at
Oh.
Vans? Which one?
He's wearing the Vans hat.
I don't know if I can go into
Yeah, he's
the
got the
mall.
Vans hat on. This
I
episode is brought to you by Vans.
I still have no idea where I got this
Sponsored
from.
by-
I think I got it at the last Warp Tour with like a pair of shoes.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
Yeah.
God, I
One-
miss Warped Tour.
One day it just like appeared like in my basket. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I've been wearing it since Warp Tour ended.
Dude. That's what's up. The
Yeah.
signature fucking hat.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to not stretch it out. That's why I cut my hair. As soon as I see it getting puffy,
You're like, no.
I'm like, it's time right now. On this podcast, we're going to cut my hair.
Give me some trimmers. Let's do this. I actually have a bet right now going on where if I cut my hair before it touches my shoulders, I owe somebody $1,000.
He's going to cut it.
Yep.
Yeah, we're playing the game of will I cut my hair?
Huh.
And I don't want to lose $1,000.
Right.
So,
Wait, what's the chance of you getting $1,000?
you know, I
Yep.
still want to take that chance.
We've been friends for like almost 10 years, and I can't count how many times you said, I'm going to grow out my hair.
And then he
And as
doesn't.
soon as it gets to the awkward phase and you start wearing a beanie, you cut your hair.
Yes.
He's
Pretty
like,
rough, man.
I
Is that
must.
when you know it's too long when you start wearing the beanie?
Yeah, it's the schlong phase. Short but long. But you get I've been told by other hairstylists it's schlong. Brown.
They're like, you can't come here anymore.
I can't find a continuous hairstylist, so here we are.
I wonder why.
Oh, no.
Because you say that. You're like, my hair's too schlong.
As soon as he walks in.
We're not that kind
You're
of
like,
spot.
Oh, no.
Are you crying?
I'm in IT. So today I finished my cases early and then played the new Donkey Kong for a while.
Ooh.
Pretty sick, dude.
How about the new Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
That's why you're late.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
I had to
DK.
finish the challenge.
He's too busy
Jesus.
DKing.
That's okay. To his-
I'm late to
Street gamer hours.
everything, and it's really just because I'm teaching them patience and forgiveness. They can thank me later.
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
So now when I hear you guys practicing and no guitar, I know that day is
Yeah, you
late.
know
He's just
why.
late.
Just bass and drums. And they're like, okay, well, I guess we don't need Danny now.
Just backtrack me.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A backing track vocalist.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that would be so good.
I mean, there's so many bands that do that already. It's just,
Say, we've seen
But
it
he's
before.
not-
yeah.
Front is missing.
We've seen a band that literally backtracked their entire vocals, like all of it.
What?
Yeah. But the guy was still up there doing stuff, but he had like the whole thing backtracked. It was like he was rapping, basically, how rappers.
That's
Oh,
what-
yeah. Okay. But like, there was a frontman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
he was
Okay.
Yeah, he was still
Because
present.
I was just like,
We're not sure how present he
if you're
was
just
vocally.
like up there playing, person that is usually the focal. Sorry, I'm moving.
he
But
was
the
there.
focal point not there.
He
You're
was
just
there.
like, okay. Well,
It is as strange as you think it is. It was incredible.
yeah.
Well, there's a true story about. So I was on tour. I won't name this person out just for any reason whatsoever. But
Thanks, dude.
Danny, this band we were touring with, they told me that the band he tours with, it's like a world renowned band. The bassist was being backtracked and he didn't know about it for a whole year.
That's
So he was playing. He was
I mean, that's
playing.
something we could
I
do.
wouldn't kill you guys.
But that's the thing. And the crazy thing is the bassist went through like cancer and like came back from that. And they were like, oh, like we just, their excuse was, well, we just wanted you to feel part of it, but you weren't really playing up to par, but we felt bad. And I'm like, you guys are like a world touring band. You shouldn't do that to your
They gave him
baby.
the little brother controller.
It was a wild thing.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
He's very good at that.
I don't know what to say. That's tough.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I guess good on them for keeping him in, but like also
No.
that's gotta break your heart. You're like, oh, so none of what I've been
No.
doing.
Yeah, you figured out when
Yeah.
the in-ear stopped working during a show, and then the bass was still happening,
Yeah.
and he stopped playing, and they were
Oh.
like,
That's brutal.
that's the worst way to learn, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you would have noticed like the first time you like playing, like
yeah.
you're hitting notes and like, am I playing that?
Now he's like,
I'm
killing
He's starting to go crazy because he's like, what am I playing right now?
That's what I'm thinking too, right? Especially
No.
during rehearsals
He's
or
gonna
your
be a
sound check.
classic rock band, right? He's only doing root notes. He didn't even
Yeah,
notice.
exactly.
Yeah. I didn't
Crazy.
mess up at all. That was incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I remember
Dang.
the first time do you guys, when you walk in, you like hear something and you're like, wow, that sounds really good. And then you walk in, you see, like it's like during sound check, some bands, they sound great. You're like, that bass tone's sick. And I remember walking in and seeing this band that we were on tour with, and it was a backing track, and I just felt pricked. I was like, this is not. I was like, that bass tone's sick. And I go in there, I was like, oh no. There's not even and they had two guitarists that played the same thing the whole time, and I was like, one of y'all can play bass.
That's
One
like,
of
what's the
y'all
point?
can play bass. There weren't even guitar solos. I was like,
It was an ego thing.
It's an
oh.
ego thing.
They're like, I can't play
Maybe-
bass.
Maybe only one person was actually playing guitar and the other person was just there for stage
I was like,
presence.
what is the point?
Right.
And if that's the case, you could have just played bass. Anyway,
What if just like that bassist, they actually just backtracked the guitar and both of them are just standing up
Oh
there?
no.
you know, I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah.
What band was this?
Oh,
Did-
I
Wait,
guess I
we
can.
have to.
Don't
Can
get us
we
in
say
trouble.
that?
Don't get us in trouble.
You
know,
don't get-
go ahead.
Guys,
Yeah. Oh, really?
I was like, yeah, they got canceled. Like,
Ow.
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't,
yep,
I mean,
Don't know
I've
who
never
that
seen
is.
them live, but
bass.
Get on Spotify, my dude.
I made a bunch of jokes about them when we were on tour.
That's fair. That's
I'd be
fair.
like, I hope you brought your life jackets because this is next.
Oh, it's
That's
It's
funny.
fine. It's
Uh, Bri.
Braedon
Hey,
here.
what do you do for work?
Well, currently I'm
Oh,
about
yeah.
to go to a new job, but I currently work for a waste company in town. I'm a
Okay.
general manager for waste. So I work in trash.
Like
Is
waste
he
management, or is it a
Uh,
different
we're
one?
called Apex Waste or Infinite Disposal.
Oh,
If you ever seen like the pink toters in town, that's us.
Oh,
So
okay.
You put in
yeah.
your 2 weeks. You don't have to.
Yeah, I did put in my 2 weeks recently, so my last day is next Friday actually. But
what's the next journey?
I'm going to be working for 7-Eleven, but as like a store implementation specialist. So I'm going to travel around the country 200 days out of the year and go open up 7-Elevens.
He hates us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Any
literally.
excuse to not come to band practice.
Yeah. And so it's my way to slowly break their hearts and say, I don't want to play music anymore.
Don't you do it.
Braedon only knows how to break
He's
people's
got
hearts
the
slowly.
E kit on the planes.
Honestly, I'm a stewardess's worst nightmare. Just sticks on the pad the entire time. People are like, what is that noise?
Oh, that'd be horrible.
I know.
We got you your private section, puts you in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So is there a story behind the name of SemiFiction?
Yes. I guess there's two things. For one, I mean, it's a Fall of Troy song, and Fall of Troy is one of my favorite bands. But also, it was because at the time, that first demo that we put out for Your Health, a lot of those songs had like real emotions, but they were all fake stories. So it was like art. You know what I mean? And since then, we've definitely pivoted to like, especially this new EP that we're working on. It's all just real stuff. But when it started, you know what I mean? When I was like originally developing my writing style, it was a lot of like storytelling imbued with real emotion. And then, yeah, it was a Fall of Troy song. So
That's pretty sick, man. Fall of Troy is disgusting. That's a great band.
fucking love them, man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
Troy, yes.
we try to give off Fall of Troy vibes. I don't know how much we accomplish it, but I mean, you know, we've had the comparison made before.
I tell people that we're like follow Troy but more indie,
I like that.
and they're just like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, wrong crowd."
Wrong people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I understand you didn't listen to the appropriate like very specific genre at the very specific time.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't play Guitar Hero 3.
It's like, this is it.
Honestly.
Mom, what I'm going to do.
I mean, I feel you, but like, yeah, for me, it was like All That Remains.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
You know, 6. That I was
For sure.
eyes
Uh-huh.
opened up, like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when that game came out, I was in like, I want to say I was in like 8th grade when I first heard of Fall of Troy. And it was just like, at that
Oh,
time,
God.
I mean, most of like, I listened to like my parents' music or like whatever was like on the radio on Kilo or whatever, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then Guitar Hero came out and it was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah. First
Do I
band that you're
do?
like, wait, I like it.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you guys have a first band that you remember, like that you were like, I like this band, instead of like just your parents' influence or stuff?
Man, funny enough, it was Coldplay.
Jesus Christ.
I know it sounds silly. Even with the new news that came out with the whole jumbotron thing,
Yeah,
which is
not
hilarious.
to date the episode.
Yeah.
That's why you are the way you
I know. Yeah, no, that record Parachutes came out. I remember like, it was like the first like record my mom had been like, I told her to go buy a record, and it was that record, and I was like, this is cool, and I dug it. I don't know, my mom was a studio musician in the 90s, and so it was it's very cool to listen, and there was always music in the studio. I remember Yellow came out, and that was really big, but there was other songs on that record I heard in the studio, like playing in the background, right? When they're kind of doing mix or talking and doing notes, like in a little chill room that they had there. Shout out to Artisan Studios in Dallas, Texas. That's where that is. But that's where I heard Parachutes for the first time, and I wanted that record. And that was like my first introduction to like, I want to play guitar. I want to do all this kind of stuff. So
Okay.
Your mom's so much cooler than mine. I bought the after Guitar Hero, I bought the Rise Against CD at Hot
Nice.
Topic.
Yeah.
And it had a parental warning on it or whatever. And my parents literally made me return it and called Hot Topic to complain because they sold a 13-year-old kid.
Because it's so sad.
Yeah, that was. I love them, and they're way chiller now. But back then, it was
Which
like,
is funny because I had one CD in high school that had a parental advisory sticker on it,
was
and
it
I
Wu-Tang
managed.
Clan?
I got it. No, it was the Bravery,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
and my mom never found out about it.
Until today.
And I threw it
She
away
gets called.
myself because I felt bad about it. Like it was bad. I was just like, if she finds this, I should just get rid of it now. But I really, now I like listen to that song on time. I'm like,
It's crazy. My mom was like so not like the typical mother with like music though. She wasn't like, oh, it has cuss words in it. Like
oh,
she got me Michael Jackson's Thriller and Speaker Box and The Love
Oh.
Below by Outkast as a stocking stuffer.
oh, that's nice.
And she's like, here you go, take everything. that
I
you want."
remember my mom
rub it in.
wouldn't give me a Cutlass CD because if you guys grew up in Christendom, yeah, because the girl that was selling it at Lifeway Christian Bookstore, they were like, "This one's really heavy." I was like, "You have no idea what I listen to,
creed.
do you?" Meanwhile, they're also selling His Legend. You know what I mean? And you're just like,
Laura, you said, what's your first album that you remember?
my first album that I ever bought.
Like, yeah, that you were like, this is the one I like.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I was like 9.
Uh-huh.
It was Celine Dion.
The
queen.
Okay.
Come on. I was just like, all right. But also, like, I was a child. And my mom was like, I mean, we also had this like surf music tape that we listened to. But I just remember loving music. Like, I feel like it's strange because now, and I remember having these experiences, like, even in high school when I would like be around younger kids and they like don't understand music. And my great grandmother gave me a boombox for my birthday when I was like 7. And that is when I discovered the Goo Goo Dolls and Jennifer Lopez. And like all these, you know what I mean? I was like, Jenny from the block. Yeah. Like, I was just like, all of these songs. And I just remember hearing, right, I was in elementary school, I think. And you hear like Sugar Ray songs.
Oh,
And you
Sugar
have
Ray's so good.
no idea what they're about. You're like, why does he only have one night stand? This doesn't make sense. Shouldn't you have 2? And
Should you have to?
but like, I was just like,
well, the best
music.
push up against the wall.
It just, it's in the corner. But I just feel like, yeah, music was, I mean, Celine Dion was the first one I could, because I was like, I think my mom would let me buy this one.
Okay.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But yeah, that was the first one I got. And then it's just, yeah, it was just like music was always important. Like I heard it and I was like, this. I mean,
that.
my first favorite song, I'm from North Carolina. My parents listened to the country music station, and then we listened to music at church. So my favorite song when I was like 5 was Achy Breaky Heart.
Hell yeah.
I was like, yeah, this song rips. Like, this Achy Breaky Heart song, turn it up. Like,
Boost it.
my dad's truck. Yeah. So that's the first, I mean, that's my first favorite song.
Yeah.
Achy Breaky Heart. I was like 4 or 5.
That's awesome.
My first favorite song. It's
Okay.
this oldies song.
Ooh, let's go.
Because that's what we listen. Like my parents
Oh,
let me listen
yeah.
to oldies
Mhm.
all the time. I remember I got this, not a boombox, but it was like a stuffed animal with a fucking radio built into it.
Let's go.
You like squeeze the like foot or whatever for the little controls.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a song, something about the Lord took her away from me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And I think Pearl Jam like covered it at some point.
Uh-huh.
But that was my first favorite song, and it's a song about a car crash.
It's
And then Winter Weather Warning from the original demo had like inspirations.
Oh, wow. We just went full circle.
I know, right? Yeah.
My first favorite song was Electric Avenue.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What a
Didn't
great-
see that one coming.
Literally, what a bang. I used to make my mom play that all the time when I was a kid.
That's what's up.
That's funny. What about you, Josh?
I don't. So trying to think back and like talking with you guys, I'm unlocking some crazy '90s memories. So,
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's why we're
so
here.
like probably first song ever that I remember was probably Backstreet Boys, the Bye Bye Bye, right?
Yeah,
like
dude.
there's these weird NSYNC. I'm sorry, I'm fucking awful at.
Get it?
Yeah, I'm fake. I'm sorry, fake.
Danny,
fan.
hit the space bar.
Jarvis, beat this kid's ass. Anyways, so I remember like it was these weird, like it wasn't Walkmans, but it was like mini versions, and they were like little SD cards that you had like
Oh, the
30 second
soundbite?
fucking
yeah.
play
Yeah,
versions.
yeah, the
Yeah.
clips.
Yeah, the little
I
clips.
don't
or
remember what they
something.
were called.
Hit clips.
Okay,
They were
yes, you
literally-
did. Yeah, you did.
It was both. I never could tell the difference. I'm sorry. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I
What?
fucking loved both of them. I couldn't
Okay,
tell the difference.
I
Honestly, I
understand.
probably
That's
would've
what
made the same
they
as
were
you.
saying.
I didn't care. It was just like, this is sick, right? So that was probably like first songs that I like remember and liked.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like first album when I was like conscious of like I like music. Maybe I want to do this was probably Bullet for My Valentine.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
And, like
Yeah,
fucking metal. But
Poison.
yeah.
Dude, I remember hearing Tears Don't Fall on Kilo the first time, being like, what is this?
for me it was Need for Speed Most Wanted, bro.
Oh,
Your
hell
Tearing
yeah.
Down of Blood comes on and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Right? Dude. That's perfect.
Well, yeah. I think the album that this is fun. The album that got me into like heavy music was "They're Only Chasing Safety" by Under Oath.
That's right.
Hell
Classic
yeah.
record.
That's right.
I know,
Like the Christian mom.
Yeah, I got it in Lifeway.
Hey, I said it with Lavagato, Christian metalcore. That shit was awesome.
Dude,
I don't
Yeah.
give a damn what
for so
anybody said.
long.
No, yesterday I was listening to Advent came out with a new Advent is not metalcore, but yeah. There's like this arc of like Beloved to Advent. I don't know if you guys listen to those bands, but Advent came out with a new record and I was just like blasting it in the stock room and people are like, "Is this your music?" And I'm like, "Yes." I was like,
Hell yeah.
"I've watched people nearly die to this music."
Teach you young and son.
Was it they came back as like, is this your music, or was it are you okay?
Yeah.
Is this your music or someone else's? And I was like, "It's mine." And they were like, "Dick." And I was like, "What else do you play Tetris with shoeboxes with? Like this is the music."
Yeah.
Music,
Yeah.
stacking music.
I think August Burns Red was my like first like real introduction
Yeah.
to like breakdowns and like metalcore.
Yeah.
Because Matt Greiner was like
Really?
one of my favorite drummers, and that's who I like modeled myself after for like, the first 10 years of drumming when I was like 13.
Did you wear
Really?
flip flop?
Did try to wear flip flops with the they always had the carabiner with like I would have a fake thing at school, cut off jeans here
Yep.
for Warped Tour and like a
Hol-
Hollister shirt.
Yep, and a Hollister shirt.
And I rocked that look from like 7th grade to freshman year. and I would just play my practice kit, just doing like all the breakdowns from Messengers and Thrill
Yes.
Seeker.
Forgot the carabiners, dude. Holy
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
So sick though. The Warped Tour chic.
You know,
Like,
dude,
that
to be
was-
honest,
yeah.
man,
Did you ever buy girl pants?
Oh, I had flared jeans for like a very long time when I was
I
young.
still got them.
Yeah.
But do you remember when skinny jeans for dudes didn't exist and you just had to buy girls' pants?
Yeah.
I mean, skinny jeans still kind of don't exist in guys' Like,
Yeah, but you
they
could
tried
get
to make
'em.
them. They didn't work.
Yeah, they're not.
Too tight in the crotch.
You, Don, do you remember your first like song you liked and your first album?
Let's see. I mean, growing up, like, you know, my older brother, Evian Jr., they listened to metal and stuff already. So growing up, like, I would hear, like, you know, Disturbed
Oh,
and stuff like that on, what was that, Fuse TV. Fuse, yeah. We'd be watching all the music videos. And we
Yup.
had Comcast, so we'd do the on-demand, the music videos on there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I think Disturbed was like the first like heavy band. System of a Down was one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
first
Yeah.
bands I
Yeah.
heard. Yeah, all those old, all those old bands.
I remember the first time I heard a System of a Down song, I was like, there was this part of me that was like, I like this. And I was like, but I think I'm confused. It was like,
Why are you yelling at me?
somewhere, what's between the sacred silence?
But yeah, that was like probably early 2000s is when I
Yeah.
finally caught grasp of the music.
What about first album?
First album? You know, not gonna lie, Under Oath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that, yeah.
Yeah.
That record, I just remember like, I was like, my mom can't hear this. I had to like listen to it with my headphones and like in my closet. So in case she like came in my room, like I was just like, no,
I
it
think
must.
that's more suspicious,
be-
honestly.
Right?
But okay.
Well, sorry, mom, but she's like, she hears everything. So I was like, if I listen to it too loud in my headphones and she could hear it, and then she'd be like, what is that screaming music?
Yeah. That's fair.
It's slam poetry.
I was like, it's my destiny.
I know we're getting to like these questions, and I apologize for this segue here, but like this makes me think of like VH1 and MTV music videos before school. Did you guys ever
Yeah.
experience that? Was that like a
Yes.
universal experience for
Yes.
us? Like I remember
No.
watching Backcountry, the music video for
Oh,
Avenged
okay.
Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Like the Bravery would come on, like Green Day, like when American Idiot was big. Like I remember like those being like my quintessential like before like middle school music videos you would see before going
Yeah.
in.
I don't know
Very
about
briefly.
for me. It was during summer break.
Summer break. Okay.
Summer break. Like, some of my cousins would always come and like hang out with me for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And so we would like wake up, watch whatever the fuck was on like VH1,
Yeah.
and then like go outside and skate and like, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
like I have such fond memories tied to like music videos first thing in the morning when I just have like don't have school. Yeah.
Popcorn chicken. You know, like chicken nuggets, terrible things at 9 in the morning.
But yeah, I definitely know what you mean. That was a core memories.
Yeah. Remember those days.
Dude,
So-
oh, and you mentioned like being really young and having a like family that's already
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it. I remember I had some cousins that lived in Mexico, and my oldest cousin Freddie, he was into like metal or whatever, right? Or was starting to get into it. And I went to visit one year, and I remember they were listening to Limp Bizkit, and there's a song where he's like, "If only we could fly" or whatever, and they were like, "What is he saying?" And so I had to translate these songs from English to Spanish. It was like that, and like Eminem, and just like random stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like in elementary school, so I'm like trying my best, to, like. But yeah,
Grasp it all.
That's
it's so
awesome.
funny. He actually went to the that concert at Mile High where it was like Metallica and Limp Bizkit.
Oh.
So I had to comment on his story, being like,
It's random stuff with Donovan and Lindsay, so.
That's true. That's true.
So random.
Staying true to the.
Should we just be like, next question?
If you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. You guys were talking about tour earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna start off. Have you all toured before?
Yes.
Yes.
Except me.
No?
No, not as SemiFiction.
Not as semi-fiction, but individuals.
Dang, so maybe we should have started the podcast early before you got in.
I know, right? Sorry, Danny.
Yeah. Tours. What was your guys' first tour?
My first tour. Do you guys remember when MySpace had those? You could do MySpace shows, and you could type in a zip code, and you could do a radius search of all the shows that were happening.
I'm not aware of
Yes.
that.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, MySpace was the jam. So, my first tour
MySpace is still a thing.
was like was it 2000? And yeah, we booked the whole thing through MySpace shows essentially.
That's crazy.
What?
It is a lost. Someone needs to revive it. Like I wish, because like
Dude, it was
Right.
so pure back then. That
It was
like,
so
There's too much
pure.
stuff out now that it's
yeah,
like,
and we were just like, hey, can we hop on? And we just hopped on
yeah.
30 shows. It was nuts.
Yeah, the early 2000s. That was the time to be in a band.
Yeah, what was I
Because it
doing
easier.
in fucking middle school? Pieces.
Right.
I feel like I had the unfortunately I didn't have to do the grind that a lot of people
Yeah.
did because like I'm like a drummer for hire outside of this, so like
Okay.
I got hired to do. Funny enough, the first show I got to audition for to play with this band in the future, they're called Sparta, and Danny came with me. I did my audition show at Kill Iconic Fest in Anaheim
Ooh.
in January of 2023. We got to see the Fall of Troy and all those bands like Sound of Animals,
such a good time.
Fighting, Scary Kids Scaring Kids, things like that. And after that, I got invited to go tour with them in Europe and Canada. So, but that was like my first tour getting to. I did it the luxury way, as like hotels, per diems. It wasn't like the struggle. So I kind of wish I could have.
He said, "This is life."
Yeah,
But
now we keep
That's
being
so
like,
cool.
Braedon, come
What the
struggle
shit?
with us, please.
Right.
It's like, absolutely not. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
make 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Mhm.
make 7-Eleven.
yeah.
Shit.
Thank
Still a
heaven.
great tour though. I mean, I got to like pick the brains of dudes who've been touring for 30 plus years. So even though I didn't get to experience the grind of it all, it's like, you get to talk to people who have done it and, see where they started and where they are now.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool to get that perspective of people who are almost 50 years old, and they can give
Yeah.
you a lot of insight.
Yeah, I'm like, you haven't toured until you're crying until you're Taco Bell.
I
What
do
if
that
I've
anyway.
already done that? Yeah.
Yeah,
we do that
He's
every-
like,
I was gonna say I'd done one tour. And I was gonna say you haven't toured until you have no van. You're just at your trailer, and you made a tent out of your scrim stands.
Fair.
in Deming, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Fair.
Fuck.
I know what that is too.
Yeah, dude. That's like our goal for sure, is for the three of us to tour. And like for me, I haven't gotten to do it, but that's like lifelong dream. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, when I first got out of high school, I was really into Modest Mouse.
Yes.
And they have this documentary on YouTube. It's called Lonesome Crowded West, and it's just about how they just like got in their car and like just toured and just like made it happen.
Mm.
And
I
since then, dude,
I like
like,
watching those.
yeah, it's been the dream. And so we've been planning on doing it for a while, and it's always like something comes up or changes plans or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Someone starts
Braedon.
opening.
I don't work here.
But that is currently like our two big goals is to go record this new EP. We have a handful of songs written, ready to go. And then yeah, hit a tour. That's
Yeah.
our immediate goals.
What's the last time that you guys like planned to do a tour? Like you're like, all right, I think we're ready to go, and then it kind of got shut down.
I want to say it was
spring. This is spring.
yeah, it was this spring.
I'm gonna say yesterday, like,
It's like-
Be yesterday, yes.
Pretty much, honestly. No, it was in the spring. We were trying to plan something around like the April time period. I was like, for my birthday, I just want us to all go on tour. And I don't remember what happened, but like we didn't end up being able to like in time and shit. And so and then we were like, okay, well, let's plan it for the fall. And now it's July, so we have to like plan it now to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like we've played with so many bands that are touring, and they're always like, if you're ever in whatever, like hit us up. So like we have the connections. It's just a matter of like all sitting down and figuring it out.
Yeah.
And, like
Because you got to figure out your transportation also.
exactly.
I was voting for a minivan. A couple
He's
weeks
been stuck
ago.
on this
I mean-
minivan thing forever.
It's kind of nice that it's just the three of you
Yeah,
guys.
for sure. I
Yeah,
agree.
teach
Just don't want
mileage.
the van to be my personal vehicle.
Sacrifice it.
I mean, so I just took a road trip a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Last week. I got a Tucson, and it was only like $900.
Yeah.
To rent it for a whole 8 days.
Not bad.
Like yeah.
just pull a jackass. Just get a rental car and beat the shit.
Yeah.
Get the coverage, obviously. So
Yeah.
Just
There
use
you
your
go.
Visa signature card. It'll be fine.
Right. They're like, this doesn't cover Braedon was here written on the upholstery.
aboard.
Yeah, right.
It's funny. The rental guy was like, sometimes it looks like people, they take their road trip, they go home, and then they put trash in the car, and then they bring it back.
He's
Like, damn, you forgot to take the trash out before we left. Yeah.
Just throw it all in there.
Throw it in the rental.
Didn't even tie it out, just
We paid for the coverage. We're good.
Yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, we've looked at like doing a fucking Sprinter van. We've looked at what is that? There's like a car rental website. It's not like your Enterprises and that kind of shit.
Toro?
Toro.
Yeah.
We've looked at stuff on there, and like we've figured out the expenses before, and since there is just the three of us and we would just do like a small run for like a week.
Yeah.
I think last time we budgeted, we were each paying like $800, which is a good chunk of change, but it's like each going on vacation. What?
I just love how you think that you're not supposed it's like you don't pay to go on tour. Your tour pays for tour.
Wait, I'm just saying our out-of-pocket
They do.
expenses.
No out-of-pocket expenses.
Well, Laura's gonna budget our guarantees.
Which is why you need to buy a minivan.
She's also now officially our TM. So thank you,
Poor
Laura, for
mom.
volunteering to be that. And she can be our DM as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, finding those passenger vans, like you can find one for cheap. When we went on tour, the only reason why ours broke down was because the muffler got bent at some point and we didn't know.
Shit.
Our drummer woke up one day.
Oh.
I think we were in Oklahoma, and he woke up with a burn on his arm from sleeping on the floor.
What,
Oh, because
dude?
your exhaust pipe was
Yeah.
getting, it was
That's
getting-
The catalytic
Crazy.
converter went out because it wasn't getting the air.
Wild.
When
I've
we
heard
got to New Mexico, the guy was like, "Yeah, your muffler is burnt. Catalytic converter is burnt. Floor burnt.
Did it sound different?
Your engine's blown."
Keyword is
We're like, it'll be $6,000 to get a new engine. I'm like,
You
yeah,
were
we're
like-
gonna leave it here.
It was like sick burn thing.
How'd y'all get home?
Me and the drummer came back here, put a hitch on his Chevy Malibu. It went back. We took a
Jeez.
Greyhound up here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's
Well,
tour right there.
I've heard
That's
those-
tour,
yeah, we were touring with
baby.
another band, so they made it to the next venue, but we got stuck, so they had to come back for us.
Right.
So we didn't even get to play the show.
Fair.
Yeah, that sucked.
Was that at least like at the end of things?
No,
or-
it was in the middle. Yeah, we
Okay.
had 3 more stops, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the rest of the tour was fine. You know, it's
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
time.
Right.
Yeah. Vehicles are always interesting.
I do think, like I said, if I get a car, as opposed to getting a minivan, I want something with a tow hitch so I can just put the little fucking trailer on
Yeah.
and like, you know.
Yeah, but then trailers get stolen.
I mean, true, but vans get windows broken.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you buy guns.
That's
why you buy
true.
guns.
That's why you
America.
build guns.
I mean, he's doing it.
I know.
I'm trying.
He's
we'll
doing
just
it.
stick Danny on top of the van. Just
Yeah.
like, you dare you.
Yeah.
He's our-
yeah,
Just put a
exactly.
picture of Danny in the window. The
Just-
cardboard cutout.
Just make it taller than me in real life so it's intimidating.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, I actually did experience tour woes though.
Ooh, what happened to you?
Well, when I was on tour with Amorosa last fall,
He only got 2 pillows
Uh,
and not 3.
we went to Buc-ee's. I got a blanket. It wasn't soft enough. My brisket wasn't hot enough. Gosh, we stayed in a Motel 8. No, with the first day of tour,
Good
I
Motel
was playing
6.
with a band called Ballester, and we were touring and sharing the van with Amorosa. So we got to do like
That's cool.
a really cool tour with them for 5 weeks. And the first day we met up in LA, and we are going to go down to San Diego. The trailer we had blew a tire going to the first show. And then, the guy came, switched out the trailer for us. And then, so we had to take all the merchant gear out of the trailer and put it in the new one. It's 113 degrees, and in September in LA, which is crazy. And then we're on the way, not even 20 minutes later, on the new trailer, 2 tires blow. So we ended up taking it to a discount tire, and then we were waiting there. We were like still 2.5 hours late to even sound check for everything. And then that same tour, our van ran out of gas in Tucson. We were 2 miles away from the gas station. All of us were tired, so we had to get AAA to come out and give us gas. All of us got COVID. Like everyone pretty much in that van got COVID. It felt like, yeah, that was a crazy tour.
Jeez. That's crazy,
Braedon
actually.
still has COVID.
Oh yeah, sorry if I'm coughing a lot.
He's like,
I'm actually getting over being sick, so this is great for me. I'm
He
sorry to
breathed
everyone
in
listening.
sunscreen
Yeah.
at the Renaissance Festival.
And I'm still dying from it. Sunscreen, yeah. Whatever brand that was, I'm coming after you.
No, what happened? Did it not work?
I sprayed sunscreen in my face, and you're not supposed to do that. And I'm not an adult, apparently, 31 years old. I don't know what to do. And I just
Did.
breathed in an entire thing, and ever since then, my chest has just been on fire.
Oh.
Inhaled a bunch of aerosol.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Yeah.
my lungs are
Hell yeah.
slowly healing from that. So
Maybe-
sorry for the clearing of my throat in your podcast edits. You're just gonna hear a bunch of.
So
Well, we had Cell 23 on, and one of them were sick, so he was sitting there like,
Yeah, Stewart.
Yeah,
Yeah, welcome to
Stewart,
life.
Stewart's having a hard time.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy. Amoroso though.
Amorosa, yeah.
That's cool.
Me too.
Well, at least you went with Johnny and didn't sell your laptops.
Oh, God. No,
Did
no.
you get my MacBook?
Well, I was standing in line to go to the bathroom, and Johnny Craig was standing next to me, and I was like, "What's happening?" And he was like, "Do you want to go first?" He like let me go to the bathroom because it was like there were like 2 bathrooms,
Yeah,
but they were
yeah.
unisex. And he let me go first, and I was like,
So what I'm hearing is he is a gentleman.
"Yeah."
I think he's probably a cool guy.
Sure.
In the
He looked
camps you're
really
at,
sad.
no. I prefer Bradley in
Yeah,
Amorosa.
yeah.
That guy's a great guy. I love that guy.
Anyway,
Johnny
The
Craig.
Johnny and Bradley
Craig, he's
debate.
been in some great bands, man. He just
It's
can't
true.
stay in
The non-Johnny
Yeah.
household.
He can't maintain himself.
Yeah, that's very true. Shade, I love you.
It's crazy how
when
he
you
won.
watch this.
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, new episodes on."
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
I just remember the last time I saw Johnny Craig was the 10-year anniversary with Dance Gavin Dance. I think it was 10 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like they were all up on stage, Tillian, Johnny Craig, and Kurt Travis,
Oh, yeah.
and Johnny Craig was getting mad because this microphone was shocking him.
Oh, man.
It's the worst though.
I'm looking at the sound guy. I was like, I wonder if he's just got like a button.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I never got my MacBook. That's great.
I saw him at one point unplug the XLR, throw it on the ground, and went and grab a different mic.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Oh.
Dude, I mean, speaking of Dance Gavin Dance and Tillian,
Oh yeah.
I met Tillian once and he was just very stuck up. I did
Really?
not like
Okay, this is funny because also, speaking of MySpace shows, we asked to play the Tides of Man release show at some point in Florida, and it was Oceana. And Tides of
Ooh,
Man.
I forgot about Oceana.
And dude, the Clean Head EP is incredible.
I
Um,
prefer Polienzo. But,
we're not too Braedon. But yeah, they were so nice. We were like, "Can we play your show?" And they were like, "Yes." And we were like, we have to drive. We have to drive there now. I think it was in Tampa. But yeah, so we like played this release show with them, and they were just like so chill. And
That's
Tillian
wild.
was there, and I was just like, "Okay, yeah,
On
a
the
thing
summer.
happened." So yeah,
Yeah, I got
it's
to meet
crazy when like the arc that people just decide
them. Oh, for sure.
jump.
Yeah.
When I met them, they were touring with Chon.
Oh, yep.
And
Rip
Yeah.
the boys.
I know, right?
Did you go to the Black Sheep show?
Yeah,
I
dude,
remember.
yep.
Yeah.
And like I got to meet Will, and he was super nice.
Yeah, they were just
and, like,
walking
all these
around.
people. Yeah, dude, it was awesome. And Tillian
know
was
I would
standing
talk
in
to
the
him.
sound booth, and I just like wanted to shake his hand. My homie Braedon was running sound, and I was like, "Oh, Braedon,"
Yeah,
tap him on the shoulder. And so he tapped him, and Tillian just like looked at me and gave me one of these.
with his combat boots on.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, okay. So it was just weird. And I was kind of put off by the vibes. And then obviously years later, everything happened where he got canceled. And I was like, I knew he was a piece of shit.
No.
Yeah. No, probably not. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? So Kellen Quinn, back when he like the height of Sleeping with Sirens, like 2011 Warped Tour. I remember I was like going up to meet him, and he's like $50 for a photo, and I was like, "What?"
Dude, never
like
meet your
first
heroes.
words, like you didn't say
like
anything.
he's like $50 for a photo, and I was like, "What the hell?" But dude, 2022, I ended up buying a Truth drum set from him that he had built for his kid. Remember that with the wrestlers on
Yeah,
it?
that was my
And he was like
favorite
the
kid.
nicest guy on Reverb.
You should have been like $50 for a photo.
Yeah.
$50 for a photo.
And I was just like, wow, just crazy. Like seeing like you were such a stuck up dude then. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm buying your drum set and you're the nicest guy. Like he's like, oh, I'll pack it up for you. Like it's going to like just so nice and
I
all the
could definitely
messages.
see Kellen at that time being like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was what a crazy thing when I bought that drum set though. I was like,
He's at least trying, man.
I know.
Like you said, it's interesting the arc that people choose, and at least
Yeah.
he's trying.
Yeah,
of course,
You know?
for
It's
sure.
never
Also-
over till it's over. So
Also, was it like he didn't have kids and then he had kids?
who knows?
I do feel like.
It just came out of nowhere.
But also, I'm just saying, like when you met him, when to the next time, like I feel like people get softer when they get older because they like go through things, right?
Right.
And like
Yeah.
all those edges, you're just like, this is not anything. Like ego, like all that kind of like. I mean, how many times have you been in a show and you make a snap judgment about someone, and that person comes up to you later and they say like the kindest thing to you?
Right.
and you're just like, I was a jerk and you're amazing. Like, you know what I mean? And like, really, like, isn't that why we do all of these things where we like connect with people? Because it's like, okay, like if we're making real music, if we're doing things that matter, right? It's like sincere, authentic from your heart. Like that's how music's
Right.
supposed to be. And it's supposed to connect with people. And then they respond to your like pouring out with the same kind of connection. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know, eventually, like, hopefully, if you're a real person, like that will get to you like in the end, right? Like, so I just think that you probably can't, or you get knocked off your pedestal, like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, like-
hopefully ego eventually adjusts.
yeah,
I
yeah.
need to be taught a lesson right now.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
ego is so
Stand up
inflated.
there, we're gonna knock you off.
Knock me down a peg, please.
I was thinking about that today. Honestly, I was talking with my homies at work. Like, I'm thinking I need to take a Brazilian jiu-jitsu class. Like,
That'd be
not
sick.
only to like learn the martial art, but like sometimes like someone needs to smush me into the floor and just be like, so you
Grab
talking
you by
all
the
that, but just
collar.
like remember where you actually,
Right.
you know.
You need to
Right.
be humble.
Sometimes it has to happen.
No, it's important.
Mhm.
You should absolutely do some jujitsu, dude. That'd be so sick.
Again, so I'm doing the gym. Trying to get there. I'll get there.
When you go, hit me up. I'll go with you.
Yeah,
All
that'd be
right,
fun.
I'll hit you up, dude.
I wrestled in high school, so that's got to
Oh, for real?
translate a little bit,
It's
right?
got to.
I mean, you'd hope.
He just starts slamming people on the floor. That's not what we do here.
Next.
No, it'll be like South Park where I come out in my costume and I'm like, my backstory.
Back to the Tillian thing. I
Yeah,
actually got VIP tickets once at the Gothic, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was talking to him. I was like, so how's the tour going? He was like, it's good. I was like, you don't sound too excited about it. He was like, no, that was a genuine answer. I'm like,
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. There's something to the whole like never meet your heroes. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, granted, like I've met some people and it's been awesome. Like we got to meet Donovan from Hail the Sun, and he was super nice. And we got to meet.
You got to meet me.
Yeah, that's true. You're my hero. You're super nice. Yeah, we've met some really fucking cool people. It's just that there is always the risk of, you know, if they're having a bad day or like whatever, and then
Yeah.
it just like kind of stains your perception of them.
You know, it's funny. I actually
Unless they're dead.
I met Donovan once. I actually have a signed piece of paper. I think my ticket in the garage.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
I was
that's
like,
what's
why not? No. People are probably gonna think it's like, why did you put your own name on there? It's like,
You remember in Anaheim? So Danny was with me when I did that Kill Iconic Fest show, and I left one of my cymbal stands in the Hell the Sun practice spot because they let Sparta use that as the rehearsal room for that show. And I lost a drum stand to the Hail the Sun room, and I asked Donovan at that show, I was like, hey, did you guys ever find a cymbal stand? He's like, no. I was like, sorry, I know this is like the first thing I'm asking you, but I missed it. That was a $200 stand.
they
Please.
saw it. Like, is this anyone's? No, throws it
There was,
out.
there was so much gear in that spot, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it probably just got lost in the shovel, but
Oh.
that was my Donovan experience of being like, hey, we used your practice spot.
Dude, that whole experience was crazy because so Braedon brought me along as his drum tech, and I don't know shit about drums. And so at one point, like we were in Hail the Sun's practice space, and like I'm listening to Sparta just practice, and I'm just like blown away. And as Braedon's drumming, one of his cymbals like fell over the stand, like, you know, came loose and it
The
fell
usual
over.
thing.
And that's my cue. Like I'm supposed to hop in, but I'm still just like sucked in. He's like, Danny, like
I'm like looking at him like,
fuck?
this is why you're here. Don't make me look bad. You don't need to look bad.
Oh my
He's
God.
giving you the side like smile. He's like,
Yeah, no, he's like, dude. Yeah, it was so bad. But that was such a good time, dude. We got to, I mean, we've never toured, but I got to take a road trip with Braedon, and it was literally like we drove there in one day. He played the show, and then the next day we drove back one straight shot. So it was
16 and a half hour drive one way.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then like we all got to play Trinidad, and that was like kind of I mean, we've done like Denver shows, but that was a little bit further away, and we all stayed the night there. And so, you know, like
It was cute.
we're working up to it.
Yeah.
You see me in the video, I'm like, hello. Yeah, no, Trinidad was a great show though, wasn't it? I mean, like,
It was really fun.
It was so fun.
it was like our first like outing where we got to have a sleepover as adults. You know?
Sleepover.
Mike, shout out to Mike Knipp, owner of Vultures. He invited us out to open for Amber Jean.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
That's
then
great.
it was Oh, I'm blanking on the name.
Charioteer?
Charioteer.
Charioteer.
Thank you. I wanted to say Bravo.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
other,
Oh.
yeah. But yeah, so it was them and then us, and it was just super fun,
It was
super
so
chill.
nice.
We played at a place called the Trinidad Lounge, and everyone
Got the
was
dad lounge.
yeah, super friendly, and yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
Papa Lounge.
lovely.
yeah.
The Papa Lounge.
And we stayed
Daddy
at an
lounge.
Airbnb overnight.
It was cute.
Yeah.
Trinidad's fun.
Yeah.
Fun little town.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go
Have you
more
guys played in
places?
Fort Collins?
No.
We haven't yet. We want to. For a while, I know like the atrium was where it was happening, and so we wanted to go there, and then they got like bought out by someone else. I've heard that they're back to doing shows, but we haven't ventured that far north yet. But if we do a tour, we want to do like probably like FOCO, either down like to El Paso, and then oh no, I'm trying to think. I think we had said down to El Paso over to
To
Phoenix.
Possibly Vegas, if not Vegas, Salt Lake.
Yeah, and then just kind of like a big
We'll work on the routing later.
We're,
Yeah.
we're here. We're
I was gonna
live
say,
brainstorm.
You're going.
One of us has
I
done this
know.
before.
When we looked at
Just
the
one of
map, it
us.
was a loop. That we were, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Somewhere in
hit,
there. I'm not good with geography.
hit us up because we want to do a small tour.
Yes.
We don't want to do anything big just yet.
I've literally been saving PTO for just a tour for like over a year.
Yeah.
Where I have like at least a week blocked off of just like, you know, even if we did a couple days, at least I have some extra or like whatever it is. But yeah, we just want to and record this new EP. So, but they all cost money.
They all cost money. How many
That's
songs do you have in the EP?
It's 5 songs for the EP, and then we have like a 6th song written, which was the first thing we wrote with Laura. Yeah, so it's
Been in the band for
remember-
a year.
yeah, actually,
The UMS
not to date the
at
episode, I don't know
home.
when you're airing it, but
Next week.
yeah, we played
There you
UMS
go.
Yeah.
at home
That was my first show.
with you guys a year ago.
Yeah.
That
No,
was her
my
first
first
show with us.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I remember you were saying you
I
announced
was
it.
so
Yep.
scared. I was like, I haven't played a show in like, because I hadn't played a show with a band since like 2020.
Yeah.
And I was like,
She killed it.
I was gonna say, yeah, I couldn't even tell.
mean-
Nice job.
oh yeah, thanks.
I was impressed by your pedal board, your case.
yeah, my little briefcase.
When you
It's-
open that up, I was like, "What?"
yeah, the ones that I'm like, oh yeah, I have like all of these things that I don't use. SemiFiction. Oh, it looks way more impressive. It actually gets to be used, but
It's like it's actually just looping through the tuner.
you know, sometimes you play with bands and they're like, oh, they don't have pedals, and you're like, nothing.
Yeah, you gotta have.
You have a tuner pedal, right?
It's
Yeah.
cool to see them pull it off, though. I will say that. Right?
Yeah.
It's really awesome if they can pull it off.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like a clip-on tuner's not gonna cut it on stage. Like
Right.
tuning.
I was thinking of
Must
getting one of
do.
those rack tuners because you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
plug in already, so you could just
There
that'd
you
be
go.
cool.
Throw something else in there.
Yeah.
Baby.
So, I mean,
Stack it
that-
up.
I keep looking at that empty spot and I'm like, I want to put
Rack
something
something.
there.
Stack it up. Get something else in there.
That's kind of the reach-in spot.
There you go. There you go.
yeah.
That's for snacks.
Right, yeah.
Snacks.
What are you guys using? Are you guys like using helixes or quads, or what are you guys using for live? Are you guys actually using amps?
Oh
and
no,
stuff?
so that's in ears and a lot of our
Yeah.
a lot of our backtracking and stuff like
For
that
sure.
because we are still looking for a bass player. If you guys are interested, anybody look out there looking to play with a band, metal band, Everflare's looking for a bass player.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
Do it. Yeah. We're
Um,
trying out one right now from Between the Heart.
Hey,
They're
Uh-oh.
homies. In the heart is homies.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
it's not like they wouldn't have not seen him walking through. They're down the hall.
why you gotta
That's fair.
announce everything to everybody? Let's keep
You don't
something
cut
as a
stuff out.
surprise. Yeah, see
Oh, this
that.
will not get cut out.
Cut that.
There was like a whole section of Origami Summer that I had to cut.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so anyways, we're trying to get away from backtracking and stuff like that. We use a lot of our own amps and stuff like that, but still screwing around with that because I think that's like a lot. We've run into the problem. It feels like we set up and tear down for a show takes for fucking ever.
Sure.
Like, oh my god, we've got like maybe a 25-minute set, and like it takes us 45 minutes to get on stage and off stage. It's like,
Oh,
god, yeah.
Nope, that's gotta.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure something out. I'm trying to figure out some gear stuff. Quad cortexes would be nice, but money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already made it so I used to have to take the back off and like find the wires, put outputs on the back of the box now, so it's
nice.
easier. Now
Yeah.
I'm just like, that cut at least like 4 minutes off of my
Sure.
setup time.
We have our homies in Long Last. Shout out to Long Last.
Yeah.
They use a ton of like in-ears and backing tracks and like
Yeah.
everything is to the fucking click and like whatnot, and it's such a different world than us because like Braedon literally has no monitor.
We're like, we
and
just play the break.
Yeah.
It's like
Which is
nice
like-
every show. I'm just like,
that's
no monitor, please.
The only way I've ever played music.
Please don't put that there.
Yeah, I've like never played. We had like the blinky light on the delay pedal, and that was our tempo.
yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
fair.
Like,
That's fair.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, it's the whole world of like
Check.
very metalcore.
No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Like at
We're good.
one point, we didn't like. I was in a band and we didn't have vocals at all, and so sometimes we'd just be like, "Can we play on the floor?" And they were like, "What?" And they were like, "We don't need anything coming through the PA. Can we just play on the floor?" And we would just like
The sound people
set
like, I
up in
fucking hate you.
front of the stage. But no, they also loved it because they would sound check the band up on stage.
yeah.
We were already set up, ready to go. And they would just be like, oh, and then we just like move our gear. And then the next band would be
that
like,
makes sense.
It'll be fun
Yeah.
to do that at the Black Sheep, but they got too many speakers right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we recently upgraded. It's not recently, about a year ago, to where I have in-ears for my vocals.
Mm.
And that was a game changer for me. But everything else is just
Yeah.
floor wedges and whatnot. We're
Yeah.
doing it old school.
I'm just like, turn up the amplifier
Right.
and point it at me.
Yeah. Old school. Let's go. Yeah.
They're like, yeah. Sometimes I come in and I have my like giant bass cab and I'm just like, yep. And people are like, why is it so big? And also, I don't know if this is a thing. You can cut it out if you hate it.
I hate it.
Lining and a backline. I feel like nobody understands like backlining versus a backline anymore. And they're like, what are we backlining? And I'm like, no, that's sharing gear.
That is
versus-
what they want from you, though.
they do. They're like,
They
can
want
we
your
use your
bass cab."
stuff? Like, bass cab. Can I have it? Please don't. Because when you're a touring musician and you like have this one thing
Yeah.
and you aren't getting paid that much money for any of it,
Yeah.
and like some little local band is like, "Can we use your bass cab?" And like it gets voluntold to get used, and then they blow your 10-inch speaker, and you're just like,
That's awfully specific.
"Are you going 17-year-old boy?"
About that.
I have cab trauma. But yeah, but I always think it's very interesting because I feel like when I was touring a lot, like everyone knew like what a backline was versus backlining, which is just stacking all the band's gear on stage so you can just pull the stuff off.
Yeah.
And now everyone's like, "Oh, you're backlining. Can I use it?" And I'm just like, that's not the
No.
same word.
Yeah.
No.
That's sharing.
That's called, "Can I use your bass cab?"
My dad always told me backlining was called sharing.
Fucking kindergarten, like,
"No."
hello. And we called this backlining back in my day.
Hey, bro, you want to backline that cookie?
Yeah, can I backline an
Snack. This is good. I like this.
Yeah, I hate being the one because, like, for a long time, Braedon had a really nice drum kit. I mean, he still does have
does.
really nice drum kits, but he's less particular about it. And
His
so,
drum kit is worth more than both my cars.
he's always had nice kits. And then, like, Laura's particular about her bass cab. But I run the DMs. And so when people are like, hey, can we use your drum kit? Hey, can we use your bass cab? I hate being the guy that's like, oh, sorry. Like
Yeah.
like the awkward thing. It's like, oh, I can't.
Sorry, none
Yeah.
of it's mine, and they hate
Yeah.
sharing their stuff because
Yep.
we don't want to. No,
I'm just gonna start adding you to those group chats and be like, at Laura, can they? And then you can
be like, no.
Danny removes
Only
himself.
if they.
Literally just leaves.
Danny has left the chat.
Kara has offered before. She's like, just add me, and I'll like in a very professional way, just like tell them no. And I'm like, no, like it's not a business. Like when you're in these DMs planning a show, like it's all very, you're just talking like friends or whatever.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, I'll just send them like, hey guys, and she gave me like a corporate message essentially. And I was like, that's not
We love
how
that. We love her.
does. She
Uh,
care because she cares.
Yep.
But yeah, I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm just gonna
Mm.
add them to the chat.
Mm-mm.
Why do
Tell
you
them no.
think that's become like a problem? Why have we confused what backlining is?
Well, I think why is it a problem? Like, why is it confused?
Yeah.
I'm not
What's
sure.
hap-
I feel like something happened in the COVID years
Uh-huh.
where, like, because I don't know. And like, I just always understood, like, if there's a backline, that's stuff you use.
Yeah.
If you're backlining, that's stacking your gear.
I will say before COVID, when I was in a band, it was always like, yeah, we're backlining, and it just meant you're stacking shit.
Yeah.
And then if someone needed something, it was a, hey, can we use your
Yeah.
XYZ?
No,
But
for real, though, backlining. What happened?
I don't know if it's like generationally speaking.
Yeah.
Like, is it like people don't want to carry their stuff?
I think part of it is that. It's like, when we were, for instance, this last show we played in Denver, the touring band had a kit that they were willing to let everyone use, but they didn't bring a bass cab because his bass amp had DI. So like they have a solution if they need it,
Okay.
but obviously
that's what
it
bass has
looks
to do
cooler
anyway.
when you have a
Yeah.
cab up there.
Yeah. Is it
That
extra?
was that was the last situation where they were like, hey, because they asked the other local band. The local band was like, oh, I just have like a shitty whatever cab, and then they were like,
There was like a cool PV thing that ended up showing up.
yeah,
So-
well, they did try to sound check with it, to be fair, and they were like, it's too crunchy. So
Crunchy.
I don't know.
I have no gear, and this gear won't do.
Yeah, well,
well,
but
they
that-
just used theirs instead.
Right.
So
But like, so the thing too is like, I think that there's a difference between like like a homie using your stuff, right? Because like you have a connection with them versus someone that can just like strand you with broken stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that also it's ironic in some ways that musicians' stuff costs so much money, but then we get paid so little. Right?
Yeah.
We're just like, oh, here's $50. And you're like, that will cover most of our
maybe if I
gas.
save my drink tickets, I can trade them in for a new amp.
For a new amp, right? Like,
I think it is funny when a venue is like, hey, can you guys share gear? It's like, yeah, but are you going to pay for it if it's broken?
Right. like cool beans, but also like, and also I think too, there's the whole thing of like when I use other people's gear, my tone does not sound like my tone. Right.
Yeah.
And I like when you work really hard for tone, like that's another thing I don't understand too. They're just like, yeah, it doesn't matter what I sound like. And I'm like, is this new too? Like where you didn't just spend 5 hours
dialing your
listening
shit
to
in.
yourself play the same thing over and over again until it's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, and like for guitar, my amp has a specific channel switch. Orange just does it weird.
Yeah.
And so I can't use a different amp because our songs rely so heavily between
Yeah.
our
And
channel
that's the thing.
switch.
It's like you practice with your gear and you know what your gear sounds like. And
Yeah.
it's just like things I'm just like, is this new? Is this just like a thing that, and like also like all of the bands that asked to use our, like they're all really cool people, but it's just like, we don't know until you get there and you know.
I'll play
Yeah.
devil's advocate though. I was gonna say, like, even in the new world that I know, typical drummer response, right? As someone who hates sharing their gear, ironically enough. No, I think too, in the generation we're at now with music, it's like the venues we're playing aren't always like the Black Sheep's different, right? Locally, every band, if you had 5 people, 6 people on the bill, you could comfortably shove your shit in the corner of the Black Sheep and you could all play your own gear.
Yep.
Your changeover is going to be 15 minutes or less, always. But we have these smaller venues we're playing, like what's left. For sure, you could probably bring some things in there. It's big enough.
They've got a big stage.
But like Vultures, right? Vultures. There's these tiny places we're playing in Denver, things like that. Like those make sense where you probably want to share gear because if there's a touring band, I'm sure the last thing they want to do is have to unload all their stuff. And then if they're doing a sandwich, you know what I mean? Or something like that, like a local sandwich, like you're just trying to be efficient nowadays. And if you're backlining your gear where you're sharing gear, I mean, I think you should be fair in that instance. That's why I kind of stopped caring about my drum kit because I'm like, okay, well, if we're going to get to play this new place, why not?
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like
You
I've
know.
never really had an issue with it. If anything, I'm usually like, sorry, I don't want to use your stuff because I need my channel switch, like I said. But if people want to use like my cab or whatever. I've never really.
It's not the gear, it's the player.
Well, with drums, what do you switch out your cymbals, your snare? What do you?
It's always breakable. So like, obviously, yeah, like for me, my tone, it's just, I'm pretty consistent, but I'll always bring breakables. If I'm sharing my kit, I'll share the kit and stands.
Right.
I'll always do that for bands. I'll always say, hey, take out an extra stand or two if you have a China or something.
Yeah.
Use, 2 crashes and hi-hats. That's it. But some bands are like, oh, I have my whole rig.
They got the rail system.
Yeah, which I'm like,
Or you see a drummer with that, you're like, yep.
yeah, that's the
You
case
know
for
how
using
long
your
it's gonna
kit.
take.
You know what I mean? If you see a full Strymon setup, you know what's going on.
How many Hillsong songs you know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. With the gone are the days of 24/7 WalMarts and of
Oh, that
backlining gear.
yeah. There's no more backlining or sleeping in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of agree with you, Braedon, though. Like I've never had an issue with sharing my gear. And it does make things
Good for you
quicker.
guys.
And I think honestly for me it just comes from a place of like I don't like telling people no. So if they're
Oh.
like, "Can I use your cab?"
Let's
I'm like, "Yeah,
explore
man."
people pleasing.
My people pleasing
Wait, let's
has
lay down on the
gone.
therapy couch.
How does sharing make you feel?
Yeah, right.
How does backlining make you feel? The therapist says that you're like, wait, what?
Well, it depends on the backline.
I'm like backlining or backline.
Right.
The backliner.
But no, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from.
Anyway,
That's funny.
that's my tangent.
Yeah, that's my
What you guys got?
actually really quick. It was so funny. Speaking of things that make Laura mad.
Things that make Laura mad.
Yeah, we played this show at UCCS and her
wasn't
and the
even what she
sound
was
guy
thinking.
just did not get along. It was the funniest shit.
I was just like, I don't understand why he's freaking out about something that does not matter. But it's cool. He was cool. He was cool. And then he's like, my wife's name's Laura, so I won't forget your name. And I was like, that's really nice. We were fine.
Well, at one
Forget
point,
your name.
he's like doing. He was miking her cab because it doesn't have a DI, and he was mad because it doesn't have a DI, and so he was having to use a 57 on a bass cab.
Not my fault.
And then like I think one of your pedals started playing on accident.
Oh, he did get
And his
really
ear's
mad.
right here, and he's like, "If you make noise while I'm doing this, I'm gonna make you sound bad."
Jeez.
And I was like, if
Oh.
you make me sound bad, I'll just knock the microphone over
Yeah, it
and
was.
I'll turn my amp up.
Honestly.
It was so
show.
funny.
We got Louis Pizza.
We got free Louis
I
pizza.
got a lot of watermelon that
That was a
night.
great show.
It was
I like
great.
playing that.
We learned that the college kids that came did not know how to
I had
go
no
to shows.
idea. It was like I just the only way I could describe it was like youth group, but middle school. Like they're all just standing there, like, what do we do with our hands? Like I
College
was
kids?
Start fist bumping.
It was so strange.
To be fair, someone, and no shade to anyone that like went there, but someone put it like when I was in college, the people that were going to these extracurricular like college put on activities probably didn't have like a social stuff happening after. So I don't know if maybe like they're just hadn't gone to a lot, like maybe live music isn't their thing.
You saying they're a bunch of nerds or what?
No.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was just like,
This is all in jest. I'm the asshole. Sorry.
No, dude,
I'm just making jokes.
I'm trying
love
to
it.
say
Keep
that
going.
without saying it. But yeah, like, and it was also weird because like the college put out a bunch of like the like wedding tables where
yeah,
it's
it was
like 12
all
people to a
round
circular
tables.
table everywhere.
Mhm.
It just wasn't set up like a rock show. We were
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
what the fuck is the vibe? It was just,
Maybe
it
they
was
just
weird.
never done it before.
It was very interesting.
Oh, we got free Louis pizza.
We did get pizza. There's pizza. There's snacks. Snacks were good.
Well, with that on
Yeah,
the mind,
sorry.
what's the most memorable venue you guys played?
Ooh.
As a band or individually?
As a band.
As a band.
Yeah, no one cares, Braedon. We know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
Jesus
asking. I got
Christ.
clarification. I'm just
like-
asking. Well, we've been talking individual most of the time, so I'm just trying to clarify.
Let's bring it back. The band,
It's
yeah.
a favorite show.
That's a good question. Let me think.
Have you guys played a lot of like Denver shows?
A decent amount, but like there's still bigger venues that we haven't gotten to explore there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be lame. I guess not lame. I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna say I grew up going to shows at the Black Sheep. So the first time I got to play there, it was just like, oh man, this is so fun.
Now
cool.
it's my turn.
Yeah, dude. Plus, like, I mean, everyone there is a homie. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just it's home turf. So, every time we get to play there, it's an honor and like it's
Yeah.
so fun and it just makes my inner child so happy because that's like where I went to shows growing up.
Yep.
Um,
And it's always like Oh, it's always packed.
Yeah.
Playing at the Black Sheep.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like. Well, we're just answering individually again. I really like
Bring it back, Laura. No.
I like What's Left. Like
Yeah.
What's Left shows, I feel like capture like the DIY spirit really well.
100%.
But now, since you guys moved in, you can just be like, all right.
We set your stuff up.
Although I will say, there's like that little hallway and there's a door, and we used to be able to just open the door and carry shit up the stairs.
I hate that Luke closed that.
Yeah. Last time I went and asked, and they were like, "No, we can't open it." And I was like, "What the fuck? I have to go all the
Are
way
you
around."
serious?
And I know that's like so far.
You
but
were like, okay, you have a wagon for me, right?
The last show we played there, I unlocked it from the upstairs. I had to take the stuff down and locked it back up.
cut that. No, we didn't, Luke. No, we didn't.
Yeah, I didn't let anyone in, I swear.
D3 was. I think they've
yeah.
moved since then, but D3 was.
I don't think Laura wasn't in the band at the time. It was our
Yeah.
other bassist, Justin.
Mhm.
But yeah, we've had like 30 bassists. But
That's true.
that was a memorable
Mhm.
show because it was probably the most DIY show you can get as to being DIY. Like besides the last one we did at the Screamatorium or
Even then,
Screamatorium.
I would argue.
yeah, Screamatorium.
great.
Sorry,
I would
my bad.
argue D3 was
I
more
mean-
DIY because, like, when we showed up to D3, we were like, "Oh, who's running sound?" And they were like, "I don't know. Who from each band wants to like do your
Hey,
sound?"
you guys are on your
Yeah,
own sound?
but
Yeah.
that, like the
Oh.
kids were just like I think that show was great because the kids who were there like showed up for music.
It popped off.
Great.
It was like our homies from Mini Love. Shout out to Mini Love.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
homies from Edith. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if they're doing stuff right now.
Oh, yeah. They
Um,
just played that house show a couple of
Did they?
last weekend. Yeah.
Okay, because I had talked to one of their friends who told me like, I don't know if whatever's going down.
Yeah,
So
they're about-
I don't know. I was
think they're
really
about
bummed
to go on tour.
because they're one of my favorites. Yeah, perfect. I'm glad to hear it. Cut that. But yeah, so Edith, always super fun to fucking play with, and who else was on that? It was the three of us, and what is it? Polite Heretic.
yeah, that was a good show.
I've heard that name. I've never heard them
I
play.
feel like we saw them once.
Did we?
I know we've heard.
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
I was like, I've definitely heard that name somewhere.
It was such a fun show. Like the place itself was like a car garage type of vibe, and
Ooh.
it was just like art everywhere because it's an
Yeah.
art space. So there was like a bunch of murals, and then like the little paper cutout like flags that you see in like Mexico and stuff all the time, kind of like strung
Okay, yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
And I don't know, the vibe there was something else. That was a really
Yeah,
special
the
show.
kid, like I just it was so memorable too because people were just hanging. Like everyone was just excited to be there.
Yeah.
You play some shows and people kind of like do their own thing, hide in the green room, or like they'll go out and get lunch or dinner, and they'll just kind of forget about you. I feel like everyone was like there, shaking hands, greeting each other. Like I made some good friends off of that too.
Same.
and-
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how DIY shows
That was such a good show.
It's
Yeah,
the
they should be.
DIY spirit. That's
Yeah,
why you stay for the show.
Yeah,
I,
Braedon.
I always hate like when other bands do that, when they're just like, I mean, do your own thing. But it's kind of like, when it's throughout the entire span of the whole show.
Yeah.
It's like they're just to themselves. It's just like, we're here like
Yeah.
to network. We're here
Yeah.
like
But
When it's
also,
a
like,
touring
be a
band, I
human,
get it. Like maybe
right?
they're tired. but-
Yeah.
Okay.
There's always at least one from a touring band that's like around, like running around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shifts.
Yeah.
Speaking of touring bands, I was really okay. So the Cancer Bats played with my friends in He Is Legend recently, and at the Black Sheep, and I went and I was downstairs in the green room, and every single member of Cancer Bats came up to me and introduced themselves to me, and I was like, "You guys are definitely Canadian." But like they were so nice, and I was just like, I was like, they were just so. I was just like, this is so sweet. Like that doesn't happen. And they were just like, I was just like, oh yeah, like remembering like the part of touring where like your goal is to connect with people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
again, like inlet. You can't. If you. I don't know. We call it a show, so you better show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it is. So anyway, that's my tangent. But I was just like, I was so surprised. I was like, I'm just a random person down here. And you're like, who are you? What's your name? How are you? And I'm just like, incredible.
I think it's always funny because like these guys, they usually leave because they all work in the morning or something. I'm like the only overnight worker. So even if I did have to go to work, I'd be like, I could stay. Like,
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, you're like, well, you work from home tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to stay for the whole show anyway.
you go to a show and be on call. Like,
Yeah, right. So yeah, like I like to stay for the whole time. I mean, and I've just always been that way. Like when
Yeah.
I go to a show, like I'm going to the show
Right.
type of thing.
Like even before like actually being in a band, like
Yeah,
I'd stay.
exactly.
But now it's staying for the money.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I've had to go back to Vultures a few times because I didn't stay, and like, hey, we have your money. I'm like, oh yeah.
You're like,
Now I
that
got to drive all the way
tracks,
back
that
over there.
We've gotten Braedon to stay a couple.
Getting called out on the podcast.
Yeah, dude, this is actually an intervention.
We have to do it sometime.
Oh, shit.
I pull a little string.
Yeah, right.
No, I feel bad.
Intervention.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna put on the green screen.
Please.
The whole time.
I just don't like. I don't know. I think the issue is as I've gotten older, I just feel like an old grandpa. Like I don't like shows. I hate to say it like that. I mean, like I just don't. If I'm going to shows that we're playing and hanging with the homies,
You
yes,
should cut
but
this
like
part out.
no, but I mean, like I don't like going to like I'm not gonna go to like a major show anymore. Like if it's like a band I love, I'll go to it. But like local shows we're playing, yes, absolutely.
Not
You
gonna
know?
lie, yeah. There
But-
was one show that me and Josh went to, and both of us looked at each other like, "You ready to go?" Like, yeah, my feet are dying.
But
Yeah.
also, sometimes you're listening to a band and it's like, they've lost you when you notice how much you hurt.
Mm.
Like you're standing on the concrete floor and you're like, oh, you're not. No.
Yeah,
I can feel every nerve in my legs just being like,
yeah.
and it's bad. You don't want to be that way.
So I definitely get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's got to be like a very specific band. Like I'm gonna pay money to go see, and I will suffer through.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I got Braedon to go to the Turnover show.
Which
just
we all
happened to
showed
Red
up
Rock.
at the same show.
We
but
didn't know you were
didn't know
going.
we
I'm
were
Oh,
sorry.
really? That's cool.
kind of band
And
are
we
we?
sat
I
on
guess.
the same row in Red Rocks. You
Oh,
pick
shit.
your own seat. I was like,
They were actually all logged into the same like the SemiFiction email. They're like, oh hey, look,
Yeah,
there's a
right.
seat.
do you have more questions?
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
we got a bunch.
Absolutely. So, how about this? I lost it. It's here. Hold on.
Or we're yappers.
Trying to play
No,
footsies.
we love
This
it.
is the point of it.
This
Was-
is the whole
With
point.
Cell 23, it was a 3-hour episode. I made it into 3 parts.
Nice, dude.
Don't worry, we're good. So here it is. So this new
yeah.
this new EP. Can you guys
Yes.
tell us about it? What's going on with it? What can you spill without going too crazy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So essentially, the EP itself that we are hoping to go in and record soon is the 5 Stages of Grief. So a song per stage, but they're not from the perspective of like someone actually dying. It's related to a divorce that I went through in 2022. So like, yeah, around that time I went through a divorce, and as soon as that happened, Braedon moved to San Diego, and so like
The second divorce.
the second
Yeah.
divorce,
Oh my
yeah, dude.
God.
Just keep adding it on.
He said, oh, sorry.
He's like deuces. Yeah, so like I was going through shit. I technically like took a step back. I mean, like I was still putting stuff out online. But obviously like I wasn't playing shows or anything. I was just kind of like auditioning people, seeing what vibed. And just pretty much crawling, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't make steps forward, so I was just kind of crawling. And I think we did actually release some of the singles from the For Those Who Said Goodbye around that time. So I was just doing like anything that I could to feel like I was making some kind of progress in the band while like, my life was falling apart around me essentially, and I was like rebuilding. Luckily Braedon was only gone for 6 months, right? And then he moved back, and when he got back, we focused on just like getting back out there and playing. And that's when we had my homie Justin, who was our previous bass player. He played with us for a while, and we just got back out there, started playing shows again, started just trying to be active again. And that was during the time that I was kind of writing these songs. And my writing process is just like really slow, unfortunately.
Same.
Yeah. Well, and then with this one, like I said, they're no longer fictional stories. Everything was real. And to be able to write about that, I had to put myself back in like a certain headspace, right, and focus on this one emotion. And so it was the hardest writing experience that I've had. You're like trying to heal from something, but then you're also having to like relive it in a sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember like I was going to therapy at the time, and my therapist had told me like death and divorce are the two hardest things that someone can go through, and that you still go through a grieving process when you go through a divorce. And so it kind of inspired me to write about it, for um some self therapy and like healing, and then I thought that the like stages of grief would be a good um concept for
That's
for
cool.
the- um
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we have those 5 songs, and then like I said, we wrote a 6th one, and it was the first thing we wrote with Laura. And I just call it 30. I actually wrote it on my 30th birthday. And That one's really fucking cool too, and I'm hoping to put it out. I don't know if we put it on the same thing, like, it doesn't thematically fit. Maybe do, like, you remember when people used to do, like, the secret song where you have to wait through 3 minutes of silence and then,
Yeah, do
Bonus
that.
tracks.
Yeah,
Bring it back. Bring it
right?
back.
Yeah.
Bring back backlining and bonus tracks.
Exactly.
What are we sharing?
We're sharing the secret track.
I'll say like the songs too on like for what we're doing now with these ones. They're like still like the lifeblood of semi-fiction, but it's so much different. Like I feel like it's a little more like refined, and there's still technicality to it. Like there's still tappy bits and there's still like
Yeah.
heavy moments, but I feel like it's definitely like a lot. It's more like natural to our sound now. And I think we finally like paved the way of what we want to do with the music.
Locked it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're finally where we want to be, and I think it's good. Our first record, or really, like,
It's a
what's the word?
demo.
A demo. It was very much just like us figuring it out.
Yeah,
and
okay.
just doing that because Danny and I have been playing music together since like 2017. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same with me and Jorge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except we used to play guitar together, and it was me just bringing like TT and G riffs and like American football, and being
Yeah,
like,
dude.
hey, you want to play this like this? And
It's so funny. When we first started jamming, I still have the recordings in my voice memos, and Braedon is a better guitar player than I am, but I'm not a drummer. So it was like, well, one of us has to fucking drum. Like, yeah.
yeah.
So like I have what the fuck did we name it? Like Paradigm, because Ernie Ball had just released the Paradigm.
yeah.
Strings.
Our band name was
and
like Dads in Basements.
Dads in Basements, and
We're not even fathers.
Braedon was just like the twinkliest, mathiest fucking riffs that you can think of, and then I was
Ooh.
just doing real simple like do do do.
yeah, like raking and shit. Raking,
It was so good. You had
Oh, nothing.
oh okay.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Perfect. But yeah, dude, like that was how we first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this record now is the culmination of all the years of us playing, and Laura gets to do her funky thing on the bass
Hell
and make it
yeah.
sound cool.
I was gonna say, what do you feel about this, like sonically, Laura? What do you feel about this new stuff that's going on?
Well, do we throw Braedon under the bus?
Do
So
it.
whenever we practice, Braedon only likes to play the songs one time unless we really, really get on him. So sometimes I'm like,
Podcast is about ripping on me.
I remember. So I was in a post-hardcore band for a really long time, but I really love like more intricate technical stuff too. And not saying that we didn't have those elements in my other band, but like, it's been really fun because it's gotten me out of my comfort zone a lot. Playing these like, I don't know, sometimes there's like Latin rhythms and that kind of stuff. I'm just like, all right, let's go. And then Danny likes to use a lot of, I don't know, because when you play like posty music, it's like you find there's the key, you stay in it. It's like minor, sad, blah blah blah. There's all these like very,
Yeah.
it's like you find your niche for the whatever record, like, and then you just stay there. And then this is like we get to go lots of places. So I think that like the newer stuff I feel like is drawing more on like the post, like there's more post rock elements in the newer stuff that Danny's written, but like yeah, it's been fun. Just being like, oh. And like I think one of the things that I always really love about writing is because like bass is the bridge, especially in a 3-piece. It's like you're also rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
I get to fill in all these spaces, and like Braedon creates the framework for me to figure out how to like connect Danny's guitar parts and like the rhythm together. I don't know. It's always been
What's
like it's
the writing process? Who did you like? Do you just write the songs and like here's a song or?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one because like you said, like, oh, this one has more elements of like this genre or that genre, and like I don't know how to write to a genre. I just like come up with like a riff, and if it resonates, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I really
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And then I'll write another thing, and I'm like, ooh, I like this. Oh, actually, I could glue these together, and so my songs end up just being like like gluing a bunch of bits together.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
And then, and then once I have like a skeleton that I like, I just play it on repeat while I walk the dogs and think of lyrics in my head, and that's the part that I think takes me the longest. And so like, yeah, people will be like, "What genre are you guys?" And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. I just write dumb shit and bring it to Braedon. He puts drums to it,
Yeah.
and somehow like it."
I
I think when we started, we were like, "Yeah, we're a math band or whatever, like math rock band." But at the end of the day, I think we fit most into post-hardcore.
So you guys are
It's
most.
like-
I feel like
yeah,
Yeah.
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 With a little bit more of technically.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you just like tap a lot, people are always like,
Well,
See?
and like part of that was like
Tap dancing.
in my riffs that I would write, I was just trying to challenge myself to play them, right?
Yeah.
And so I would write like as intricate as I could get it. And then like I remember we have this song, we call it the B song. It's also unreleased right now, but it is recorded and it's in the mix process. That's a whole long fucking story. Anyway, but that one is like super mathy, super tappy. And I remember our previous bassist, Justin, was like, every time we play that song live, I notice a lull in the crowd's energy. I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, well, I want the crowd to be into it. Like, I
Yeah.
want to have, you know what I mean? So, like, I've focused a little less on let's make this the most intricate thing that I can write and make it hard for me to play so I can prove to myself that I can play it. And now it's like, let's just make it sound cool.
Yeah.
And like, hope, like, if it resonates with me, hopefully it will resonate with other people. And then if it happens to have cool little tappy bits because I thought it fit, like, perfect. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's always a hard thing in like a metalcore band or something that's got like heavy breakdowns and stuff. It's like if you look down, the crowd's not moving. You're like, oh, I thought this was gonna hit.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite shows are when I see the crowd engaging with it.
Yeah.
Because usually, like, you know, people will tell us that they like the set, and, you know, I'm sure half of those are just a great set, man. But some people will be really into it. But when I watch them, like, listen to us, it's a lot of crossed arms and just, like,
Yeah.
bobbing along to it. You know what I mean? And we have from this new EP, we have a song called "Anger" that we play live a lot, and that's the most that I see people connect with it and like move around and like that kind of shit. So
Yeah.
I feel like when we saw that, it was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
it's got some tappy bits, but it's also just got like some cool chords.
He's still sugarcoating it. Danny has the weirdest fucking writing style because I have to help write the transitions
Yeah.
drum wise because the guitar parts don't naturally transition at all.
Transition.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because I was listening to one of your guys' songs, and towards the end, it just kind of breaks, and then you go back to like, what is that? The intro you go back to?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's You Were Once the Breeze That Carried Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pornhub intro.
yeah, he does
on
the
drums
Pornhub
as
intro
the
on
filler
drum-
during the
drum-
show.
I'm always just like, I'm in this band.
Damn. When people cheer, I'm like, I know what you were doing.
We know.
You sick fucks. No,
Yeah, I don't know where, but that was, I think, a joint decision to just cut it there and then revisit it.
I liked it. I like
yeah.
that clean like silence, and then
Yeah.
goes back to it.
Yeah. Part of
Full
me is
stop.
like, we could do that instead of Braedon.
I don't want that awkward clap that people do
I
when they
think
think the
it's
song is
so
over.
funny.
I'm
I'm
here
like,
for it.
ha, we've tricked you.
I want one.
And then there's
in one
people
of
that
those
would
songs
just, and
eventually.
the people that know, they would just stand there and be like, you noobs. You know what I mean?
The people that you see like still moving to the tempo because they're like they're gonna come back.
They're just like,
They know the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine.
I think
Real.
we decided
noise.
that like on a whim though, because we were just doing like the false ending, and then I don't remember how we came up with what if we just played the porn drums there.
I
and it
was
fit
not
perfect.
present for this conversation.
No,
So I think we were both watching porn together. And we're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
what if we just
I was
No,
far
like,
away.
you like that drum fill? I kind of like that drum.
should we get back to this or
Wait a minute.
is this weird? Is this weird?
It was the point of like just sitting there, forgot to turn the speakers down. It's like, oh, that's a cool drum fill. You want to put that in a song?
Yeah,
Like what?
exactly.
All right,
Here
let's
we
do
are.
let's do some flash questions here.
shit.
Last
What's your pre-show rituals?
No, he gets a hot dog from Vultures
The
if we're
glizzy.
playing near
I
there.
get the pre-show glizzy always.
I steal French fries from Braedon.
Yes.
I do vocal warm-ups religiously. And I feel bad because sometimes it's right at the end of the band before us is
Right.
set. I'm like, I want to stay, but like even
That's
if I
okay,
already
Danny.
warmed up earlier, they just get me in the right headspace and like
yeah. I the first time I saw you guys, I always made fun of you.
Did you?
I'm tall. I'm
Hey.
tall. I make fun of short people.
King. Hell yeah.
We're the same height, bro. What are you talking about?
No.
Because I'm sure it's probably like a vocal technique that you have too. But when you put the microphone a little higher, I always thought that was funny. I watch you just kind of
Yeah,
like sometimes you're just up there.
My buddy Gabe used to say you got the hardest working calves in the local scene. It's because I can be on the microphone and look down if I needed to for certain parts.
I feel like you would want the microphone lower though. But then I feel like
No,
then
because-
it's got the
If you're doing
That's-
this, it's harder to sing.
exactly.
So I wanted my throat like not ringing.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I was thinking. It's like it's just funny to see that, but I'm like, I already know that's like a vocal technique that he's doing there. Because
That's
when I
a
do
thing.
screams, there's that range you have to do sometimes. When you,
Yeah.
yeah.
How
Get
many-
wrecked.
How many times has one of your friends like tried to adjust it for you, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you fucking"? Because I know I saw that
guy's so
once at
hard.
Vulture.
I was gonna say I don't think that's ever happened. Maybe I
Really?
just have bad friends, but if
No,
you remember,
I-
maybe
not-
I'm just
Like someone tried to put it down, and you're like, "No, no, no!" Like,
yeah,
Don't
leave
do
it.
that.
I feel like I've knocked it over and people will have put it back
Oh,
because I
okay.
also do this weird thing where like I have the mic really far out. You know what I mean? Like it's at a really like the boom stand is almost completely
yeah, it's not.
extended.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just because my pedal board's really big and I need it to like
Reach over.
be at my mouth but still be able to reach forward for like my volume pedal and all my changes because I'm doing a lot pedal wise and then like a lot of our songs rely on me hitting the channel switch and my reverb pedal at the same time. So I have them like
double.
no with one foot.
Oh, okay.
So they're
Seriously doing that?
they're just like set up right next to each other in this weird way, and I have to be able to like reach over and be able to do that comfortably. That like as long as I can do that, we're golden. But
Well, I think I saw it once. If anyone's watching, don't fuck with his mic stand.
yeah,
He's got.
with it,
unless I
please.
need you to, and then please do it.
If you want to
Just
hear a
throw
really
it at
low
Braedon.
vocal, just put it on.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for a live performance? Like, is there anything like
We
you
prac-
guys set up your
we-
gear? Do you pre-set up your gear?
What?
What do you mean by that?
So yeah, so like if it's like a show that's kind of running like behind, do you guys like get your pedal board ready? Like, do you have your plugs already like ready to go? If your gear's not already up there, like set up.
It takes me about 3 minutes to go from everything packed up to everything ready to go.
You'll kind of stage your breakables, right?
But yeah,
Yeah, I always stage. I mean,
but,
yeah,
like,
it's easy
that's
for
just
me.
normal.
I mean,
yeah.
I have it down to a science. So I mean, I can get on stage in
Yeah.
less than a minute and off stage in less than.
But like,
Yeah.
really speaking, it's like, I mean, drummers know, like, set up your kit. Set up your kit.
Yep.
If your kit's not set up, don't you are not a drummer. You should not be playing. Like, go home, try again. Like,
For some reason, I feel like you said that too. I'm like, he's sitting there setting up last minute. You're like, set up your kids. That's just, I'm sorry. No,
no, but you've played this show where there's those kids that like don't know yet,
right.
and they're like, oh,
They
you're
still got
like,
it in the car.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They like tear down their kid on stage. You're like, the whole thing off. Just take the whole thing off. You know, like wrap. You know, like if you are not good at tearing down in a minute and a half, like you move all your stuff and then you tear it down.
Yeah.
Like it's just yeah. Especially like if you do get on bigger tours and you're like one of three or whatever, like they're gonna be like, you are never the reason why the show's behind. Like that is your job. It's to never be the reason the show is running behind.
Yeah.
And like I can't get that out of my head now. I'm just like, yeah, you just don't get in other people's way when
Yeah.
it comes to like time. Because
think-
that's also disrespectful to the other bands and your fans.
Yeah.
Or like anybody that
Because
comes to
they're
the
just
show,
sitting there.
right? Like,
Basically, half the show is watching you set
Yeah,
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
They're sitting there. Yeah. Like,
yeah. Like
Yeah.
don't waste people's time.
I think
It's
it
not
takes
okay.
me the longest, and even then, I don't feel like we have a terribly long setup time.
3 pieces.
And it's just like for me, what takes the longest is like I said, getting my pedal board and mic stand adjusted where I need
Yeah.
it, and then getting my in ears fucking routed. I bring my own micro, so like I have some extra moving pieces, but I've never had anyone be like complain that we take too long setting up.
We're pretty okay.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Real quick, if you guys could describe your music in 3 words, what would it be?
Each pick 3 words.
Yes, each
Yeah.
of you.
Okay,
Who would like to?
you start us
first?
off, Braedon.
Well,
That was not 3 words.
Yeah.
That's one word.
no, you guys get to finish the other 2.
He was boring.
Oh,
Hmm.
You can do whatever. 3 from each or 3 from all of you. It doesn't matter.
Do 3 each.
3 each.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I would say I would say Dancy. Dancy for sure. Energetic and
see Dancy.
sorrowful.
Like,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
oh. It's your music.
Yeah, but you playing it.
Yeah. It's also your music.
Yeah, but you play it.
She's like, I just show up.
Dude, I just like learn it and then I'm like, all right, here we are. I think it's like I mean, I always just describe it as like mathy technical indie. Like that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it has elements of all those things.
Yeah.
But it also, but it hangs with those like, yeah, it hangs with those bands that like I just think of like Philly music, right? Like it hangs.
It hangs. It dangles.
Philly, Matthew.
I'm
Philadelphia.
Cheesesteak.
What do they love?
I'm terribly indecisive, so this is so hard for me. I'm gonna say dumb,
Dumb.
sad, and passionate.
Okay.
Passionate.
Yes.
Dumb.
Hash.
Do we?
I mean, all the lyrics are
Dude.
sad.
That's fair.
That might be the only part, but all the lyrics are sad. And I think we mostly play in minor keys.
Like, have you ever heard the song "Pumped Up Kicks"?
Yeah, well, we're not writing about school shooters, but
Well, I know, but it's like this, it's like this, like that's what I think that you're trying to channel. You're just like, yeah, it's the happy music that's really sad inside. Like,
Okay, yeah.
That record is phenomenal, by the way.
I mean, but like if you think about it, but I'll still think of you, Dancy, as
Oh, yeah,
Braedon knows it, is like the only major key song that we really have. Everything else is some kind of weird. We
3
did
words.
it. We did the 3 words.
And then we gave them some more words, more words than 3.
Yeah, we don't
Probably.
know how to answer questions quickly.
No,
Two more questions.
Yeah,
go.
For me and Josh. How do you guys handle creative differences?
we fight.
Outside the practice space, we all fight each other. We're all bloodied.
Winner takes all.
I always lose.
He's like, I've actually not had a drum kit for a while. Danny takes it.
Has
Program
there
everything.
ever been a moment where we're just like, nah, not that one?
I do that to Danny, I think. There's been times like he's had guitar parts that I've just been like, hey, don't do it that way. You know what I mean? Like, but he's pretty, I don't know, you're pretty moldable.
Yeah, well, and I don't think we've ever had like a legitimate like impasse, like a creative difference where it's like, no, I would need it this way, and the other one's like, no.
Yeah.
Like I've brought things that I'm like, well, isn't this cool? And then Braedon will be like, what if you did this? Or you know what I mean?
He's
Like,
no.
I think we're all pretty like none of us talk down to each other unless we're joking around type of shit. But like,
Well, set wise though, we are like creative differences happen during the set because there's songs I hate playing. There's songs of ours that I absolutely despise, and I'm like, I don't ever want to play those live. And then Danny's like, well, it kind of fits the vibe, and I'll be like, ah, fuck. Fine.
yeah,
He'll be like, we're gonna play this song, and I was like, I don't even. And I
Like we're actually playing backtrack over.
Damn.
You didn't see Danny switch
Full
out
circle.
there.
Yeah.
oh shit. Yeah,
I
this
still
last show
think
that we
it-
did in Denver,
Yeah.
we didn't know it was a local sandwich, and we were last,
Last.
so we had some extra time, and they were like, if you guys want to play an extra song,
And I was like, no, we don't. And Danny was like, we're gonna play this song, and I was like,
yep, we're already on stage. So
Yeah.
and I just in my head I was like, rude. And then I played it,
and you did great.
sort of.
Well, sour notes here, but it was perfect.
You didn't hear
Right, don't
anything.
disclose.
Monitor, you didn't hear anything.
No cabs. You have no idea what happened.
It turned out good. It turned out good.
Mm.
I think we played it one other time because one of the homies that came to the show was like, "You guys played bargaining, and it was so good." And so it was awesome to be like, "We're gonna play an extra song." And it's bargain.
We practiced it for that show.
ASMR that's going to happen in that
Yeah.
part. Right there.
We practiced it. I played it. And then it was like, we didn't practice this for the set. My brain's not. I'm just like, you practice the set, you play the set. Practice the set, you play the set.
Put you on the spot.
Ugh.
I apologize, Laura.
You just
God,
gotta go
this is
up
a
there
public
and like,
apology.
all right, we're gonna play this. It's a completely different song. You
Well,
just
then
get
the other issue too is they know the songs by two different names. Because Braedon knows
Doesn't
them as
know
like
any
the
of
working
song
title.
titles.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention enough. To
So
the
it'll
actual
be like,
song
Daniel will be
names.
like, this song, and we're like,
What's really funny is
this?
for someone that doesn't know any of the song titles, I can just do like the opening chord finger shape, and he'll be like, "Oh, that one."
Mm.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I don't know.
But when I
There's-
write
there's
set
pros and
lists,
cons.
me and Laura get specific names, and then Braedon gets Dancy, Mathy, Panda. It's just the fucking
Drummer speak. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, that's honestly pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got, I think, what, two or three songs
Oh yeah.
that were just like, it doesn't really have a name until we actually like get into the studio. Like, we should probably
Yep.
figure out a name.
Yeah,
for the
I
song.
feel
Oh,
that.
We should probably name this.
Yeah, you're just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, You Were Once the Breeze That Carried Me literally used to be unsure endings because we weren't sure how to end it. And that's the one with the false
Yeah,
spot.
okay.
Their stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's how Braedon knew that song. But I am pretty proud because on that one, all of the sentences all the song titles make a sentence. So I had to be
Oh.
very deliberate with how I named them.
That's some posty.
Yeah.
Posty.
Yeah.
That's some posty hardcore.
It was my first attempt at a concept album.
Amazing.
Is your phone freaking out on you over there?
I don't know.
I know it's just close. It's like, no more questions.
It's
Mm,
haunted.
yeah. Did you have one more, Josh?
No. Nothing
Alright.
on here. I'm trying to think of one, but you gotta work.
Just sleep.
Sleep.
This is adulting now, apparently.
It's a Friday night, Laura.
I gotta work tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Do you?
Huh.
Fuck, dude.
We're here, baby. I missed the
Yeah.
last one. I couldn't miss this one. To be honest, it's really great to see you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
too.
Same.
Really
man.
cool to talk to you guys.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah. No,
this is
he wasn't here for the last one because it was early morning. That
yeah,
we
I was
did this.
working.
Yeah.
But like seriously, like what you were saying earlier, this is like the coolest part of like the whole band thing. Like it is hard as adults to make friends, you know,
Oh.
social pressures and all this silly shit. But like this is the point, right? Like
Yeah.
we're trying to make friends. I feel like we're trying to
Yeah.
have fun, and I'm trying to see who else fucks with this shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
So like if you're down, like that's cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. This is
It's
the
like
coolest part to
community.
be able to talk to everybody.
We'll stand by it. The most important part of local music is just the community aspect. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Because you can't have shows if people don't come to shows, and you can't have shows if bands don't make music
Mm.
that
Yeah.
people want to listen to.
well,
Yeah.
like it's cool to meet a bunch of people who all share the same passion as you. And it's like, oh, we try and make cool shit. You try and make cool shit. And they're just like supporting each other is fucking awesome.
We all do
Yeah.
it together.
Yeah.
This is why I like doing this. Like, it was at first like just me and a coworker just kind of like just talking about work because we worked at the same Amazon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, why not get like actual like musicians on here?
Yeah.
Before we were just talking about like big bands and all that. I'm like, I'm in the scene. Like, why not get the bands come to my house, go somewhere? Like, we'll
For
talk about
sure.
how you started and all this.
Yeah.
People can know your background and all that. Like,
Hell
I'm,
yeah.
I'm hoping this podcast picks up eventually. Like, the views are there. Like, I haven't had the red arrow yet since I
Right.
started
They will,
doing
baby.
musicians
Don't
more.
worry, it will.
Just wait
Yeah.
for the downturn.
Yeah.
That's
It's
business,
us.
baby. That's
Seriously, like if there's one thing I can remember from college that I really miss, like I did music college, whatever. the fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, like what I really miss is being surrounded by people who actually cared for the
Mm.
craft, or like being surrounded with musicians.
Definitely.
Even if I can't play with everybody in a big ass jazz band, 'cause that's what I used to do.
Sure.
Like just to see everybody doing their thing, like this is what it's about, yo.
Yeah.
I want to see this.
No, I love that.
time.
Yeah.
I think that one thing after coming, because it was like 2020, right? No shows, whatever. And then coming back to the scene and being like, oh, people made room. Like, people made room for more people. Like, there's like more diversity, especially like, being like a female musician in kind of like a smaller genre, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like it's really cool to see shows now, and like being not the only femme in the room playing music
Yeah.
is sweet,
Yeah.
right? And then also just being, and everybody's just like, you're showing up being who you are. Like, that's incredible. And I think that that's the thing that drew me into music initially, but like, it's like this, it's like really strange to be in a place where you're realizing the scene is becoming the thing that you worked really hard to try and help
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, the community aspect and making sure that everyone has a space here. Like, everyone has a space here. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Well, and we're a band that got our start during COVID.
Mhm.
Like as soon as we put out our demo, the pandemic hit and stuff. So like,
We're gonna go places. Just kidding.
We're gonna go back to our room.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Our first show was our first show Zodiac? Yeah, and it was like the day after.
Was it before the
Yeah.
Zodiac changed to the Green Line Grill, or was it still? It was still
the
Zodiac.
Green Line Grill
Wow.
was next door, but we played March 19th, and then lockdown was like March 20 something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
I was on a camp.
and yeah, I mean, so for a while, like Braedon and I were just doing like acoustic videos out in nature and like doing whatever we could to just like keep making music.
Yeah. At a cajon. It was a crazy time.
Is that why the cajon?
That's why the cajon's in the practice space.
That's a COVID cajon.
The orange.
But-
Oh,
Yeah, so like
The
when
COVID cone.
trinkets, they're just snacks that you put on.
there's Chips Ahoy cookies.
edible trinkets.
But no,
That's
yeah, like
funny.
as soon as shows came back, it was like we started building this little community, and that's where we met like some bands that we still play with. You know what I mean? And like our first show was with the Some Beaches, who were homies for so long, and like now Dakota, who was the bassist, and his wife Stormy, doing a new project, and I'm like filling in on guitar for them, and like we made so many friends, and like the community's there, and it's crazy because like compared to Denver, yeah, we don't have as big of a scene, but I would argue that ours is closer.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that about the Springs.
Yeah, as a community for sure. I feel like like it's so big up in Denver. There's so many bands up there,
Yeah.
so many venues. It's just like it all gets all mixed up.
Don't
You
get me-
know you need each other.
Yeah.
For
But,
sure.
but here we could be like walking downtown. It's like I could see one of you guys
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
like,
oh,
shit,
hey,
dude, yeah, how's it going? Exactly.
Or like what you guys said, like you all went to the same show, didn't even know you were going
Yeah.
to the same show.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, our community has that small town vibe.
Yeah.
Which don't get me wrong, like there's plenty of bands in Denver that we're homies with. Like I said, Mini
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
and
yeah.
Origami Summer and Edith and like yeah. But yeah, the Springs is just I don't know. It's small, but we're here.
And anybody watching, if you can count the amount of times that I coughed, cleared my throat, I'll give you that exact amount of coughs and clear my throats and money. So,
Oh.
so just
Pennies, dollars.
Wow.
I don't know what kind of money it is.
Make it into a drinking game.
Yes, but
Take a
Every
shot every time.
Braedon
I deeply
coughs,
apologize
take
to
a
everyone who had to hear me cough multiple times and clear my throat. I am so sorry.
Are they sorry or are you sorry because you're gonna have to pay?
I'm sure of both.
Every
Uh,
time Braedon has to cough, I have to readjust in the chair. Laura, what'd you do? Okay, well,
Y'all
Messed
couple
with her
times.
lip ring.
yeah, there you go. Thank you guys so much for having us, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is so
Absolutely,
fucking
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, this
Oh, also, I have to say, I think you mentioned you're airing this next week, right?
yes, Friday.
Laura's first show with us was UMS at home, and that was a year ago. And we're playing UMS at home again, July 26th, same place. I think it starts at 3. So, yeah, hit us up for the address if this airs before then.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is Random Stuff with Don and Lindsay episode. Yeah. This is SemiFiction. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you guys.
And yeah, go to their next upcoming shows. Check out their Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. We'll be. We're on bands in town now. Kara will
Only
appreciate
band?
that. Our OnlyFans. The
Only
new
bands.
EP's coming. I
Only
promise.
bands.
We have songs that are being mixed as we speak. That we recorded a while ago.
Preach.
yeah. So we're doing shit.
Really quick, who you guys recording with?
So we recorded with Skylar a while ago. And then, yeah,
Um,
bunch of shit happened. He ended up giving us our stems back, and now we're shopping around a mix. Hayden has been doing a mix for one of
Hayden
our songs.
Trophy.
Hayden from Tiger Wine. Shout out to Hayden.
Oh, Trophy. Yeah.
So yeah, we're hoping to get some stuff that we recorded like fucking over a year ago
Mhm.
finally out.
Yay.
Which is on me, like as much as it is anything else. Just because we didn't know where to go for mixes and it took so long. And then, but the new EP's written. It's like ready to go, and we're just figuring out where to go. So
Nice. All right. Well, that's it. That's SemiFiction. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you guys.